I feel now, can I unequivocally say that that would have turned into business had I left my traditional voicemail where people can leave a message and then my people have to go back and forth and, or would they have just staggered in on Monday or the next day, so to speak? It's hard to say, but I for sure can tell you through this method, we've booked 2 or 3 extra repairs a week. So there's for sure ROI on it. Hello, listeners. This is an in-between cast, and this is a podcast. You're welcome to listen to it. But again, I believe you're going to get the most benefit out of this by going to our YouTube channel, Local SEO Tactics on YouTube. And you can see what I'm doing here. But what I'm going to start out with is actually how these are 2 really easy ways to implement AI into your website and into your business. And the first one we're going to do here is AI voice. So this is for a company. I actually own it, but we implement AI and SEO on it. It's called HelperTech here in the Minneapolis market. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to call the phone number, and you're going to be able to hear voice AI. Now, this has been going for about 2 months, but understand that with all AI, think of it like an employee. It's going to be an unusual employee that you're going to hire that's going to know everything you want and do everything perfectly. It's just not going to happen. So you're going to need to train it. So you're going to hear some flaws in this voice AI, which is fine, but you're going to get a gist for what it can do. So this voice AI is on after hours. And once it gets perfected, we'll probably have it on all the time, providing a menu for somebody to speak to a human or whatever. But if you just need pricing for phone repair, this tool will do that. So let's just give it a go. And if we can listen up and go from there. Here we go.
Hi, thank you for reaching out to HelperTech Cell Phone Repair. I'm Laura. How can I assist you with your device today?
Hi, Laura. I have a iPhone 13 with a cracked screen and a battery that is dying. I was wondering if you could give me a cost on repair.
Hi there. For your iPhone 13, the screen replacement will cost $235.72 and it will take about 2 hours to complete. The battery replacement is $125 and will take around 45 minutes. If you'd like to schedule an appointment now, I can apply a $20 discount for booking ahead versus walking in. Would you like to reserve a time?
Yes, I would.
Great. To book your appointment and apply the $20 discount, may I have your full name, please?
Yes, Bob Brennan.
Thank you, Bob. What date are you looking to book your appointment for?
Today, if possible.
Thank you, Bob. Let me check the... We have availability today, April 26th. Here are the time slots. 11 a.m. CST, 1:30 p.m. CST, 4 p.m. CST. Do any of these work for you, or would you like to check another time?
Yes, 11 a.m. will work.
Your appointment is confirmed for today, April 26th at 11 a.m. CST. You'll receive a confirmation shortly. Thank you for choosing HelperTech Cell Phone Repair.
Thank you. Bye now.
You're welcome. If you need any further assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. Goodbye.
Okay, so again, not perfect. It states Central Standard Time. Instead of saying $20 off or $20 off, it says it in a linguistically imperfect way, but that's fine. And then what happens is that you're not seeing is I'll get a text here in a little bit, and it'll confirm the appointment, and then it also texts you 15 minutes before the appointment, again confirming it. And eventually, what will happen with voice AI is you'll actually be able to take a credit card over the phone, which locks in the appointment. So currently this methodology, we probably have a 30% no-show rate. So, we believe by taking a credit card, that will lock people in and reduce the no-show rate. And then it goes to our calendar within our stores and populates that information. So then the tech can have the components ready. So when the person comes through the door, we're good to go, good to execute the repair. So the other part of this podcast / YouTube presentation I wanted to show you is, so that's the voice AI piece, and that will get better. Linguistically, it's going to get better. Responsiveness will get better. And again, when we first did it was, struggling. Part of the reason it was struggling, just to be clear, is the your knowledge base needs to be clean. So there's a lot of people out there selling AI and are saying, "Oh, hey, all you got to do is plug it into your website. You're good to go." Da 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 da. Well, challenge with that is your website has to be absolutely perfect. The knowledge base has to be perfect. If there's a blog article that talks about the competitors or anything like that, it could quote or misquote pricing or just give erroneous information. So it's important your knowledge base is clean, perfect, and that the AI is drawing from that versus a general your site or just general internet information. So that's one of the things we've learned and refined. And I think voice AI can be effective for small businesses, again, where you have a pretty simple, straightforward knowledge base that you can draw from. The more complicated the business, the more expensive it's going to get to implement AI, and the more, again, the longer the refinement learning curve, everything else that goes with it. Now, one way you could do or approach this is, if your business is more nuanced, is you could do call recording. And what I would do is do call recording for, I don't know, probably 6 months. Do call recording. You can retain all those recordings. You can have all those recordings transcribed into a knowledge base, and then AI could draw from that. Would be one way to approach it. Knowing that knowing all along that you're going to have to go in, refine the knowledge base through recordings, and try that. So that's one way of doing it. Okay, so the other way that you could look at AI helping your business is through AI chat. So this is the YouTube part, that if you haven't done this yet, hopefully this comes through. Now, this may not come through because I've done this 100 times, and it will actually turn the chat off if people are continually using it. Like, it's a way to prevent people from trying to hack your chat, so to speak. But in this case, I'm going to say I have an iPhone 13 with a broken screen and poor battery. Let's just see what it does. Okay, so to replace the battery, the iPhone 13 screen, it costs $235.72. It takes 2 hours. The battery replacement costs $125 and takes 2.5 hours. So you can see there's inconsistency there. In the voice AI, it said 125 and 45 minutes. Now, the reality is, combined, those two procedures take 2.5 hours. So we have to refine, again, go back, tweak our database. AI is only as good as the data you give it. So we're doing something wrong there. In other words, we have to write into our database some kind of formula that allows for those, when those two services are done, that you get a combined time, not a compiled time, or whatever the phrase is. So instead of 4.5 hours, the consumer is going to think this is 4.5 hours when it's really only 2.5. And then it states here, want to book an appointment and get $20 off. I will say yes. It's thinking. Great. You can book an appointment. So here it's going to give us a link. I'm going to click on that link. It gives us a calendar here for Monday. Again, a little bit flawed. We're actually open today, but it's booked out or it's blocked out today for some reason. Could have been because I've done a couple of demos on this for today, and so now it's blocking off those dates. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 10 a.m. and then I can just fill in my information here, and then go from there. So it's pretty cool what you can do with this. It doesn't take much to do it. Of course, we're an organization at Intrix that we can provide all these services for you. I personally have seen return on investment in terms of clients booking after hours. So I feel now, can I unequivocally say that would have turned into business had I left my traditional voicemail where people can leave a message and then my people have to go back and forth, and or would they have just staggered in on Monday or the next day, so to speak? It's hard to say, but I for sure can tell you through this method we've booked 2 or 3 extra repairs a week. So there's for sure ROI on it. And I believe that the customer has a good experience. So there are other things we're going to do with voice AI in this. As an example, if somebody calls and we give a price and they say, no, I don't want to book a repair. At that point, what we'll do is, would you be interested in us buying your phone? And AI should be able to, based on the model and what's wrong with it, quote what we would pay them for that phone. And, or we would say, would you like us to buy your phone, or would you like to hear about our used phones you can buy? So it can capture an opportunity there, or at least educate the consumer prospect client on what the options are if they did not want to spend money to fix their phone. So very exciting, and it never it's not perfect, but neither are you and I or our employees. So with refinement, it never sleeps. So it works, and this can work some crazy amount. I want to say it can handle like 50 to 100 calls a minute, which would never happen for this small business or for most businesses. But you get the idea. This is very powerful and is the future. We as small businesses, we just need to adapt and go from there. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions on this, feel free to reach out to me at bob@Intrix, or through our phone number there on Intrix. Again, it's intrix.com or local SEO tactics. Be more than happy to help you. Thank you.